Hello everyone. So in this video, I'm going to do two examples of what we did yesterday in class. So watch this before you do your work today. So sodium and fluorine. My first step is to create the dot diagram for each atom's valence electrons. So sodium is Na and fluorine is F. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my periodic table that I gave you guys in Google Classroom. You're going to find sodium on the chart, which is right here. So it has one valence electron in the first column. And then fluorine, which is F, and it has 7 because it's in the 7th column, 7th group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are my dots. I know they don't look like dots, but these are dots. Okay, so when I'm trying to create an ionic bond between two nonmetal, or one nonmetal, one metal, I need to figure out how I'm going to balance these. So remember, 8 electrons fill the outer ring, and then once you go in another ring, there's going to be 8 more, and then 8 more, and then there's 2 in the first ring. So in order to balance this, we have Na, which only has 1 valence electron in the outer shell, and then fluorine, which has 7. So it's easier to add to an element, so we're going to do that. So it's like a puzzle piece. How many more pieces does fluorine need to be complete to have 8 electrons? Well, it needs 1 more. So we're going to steal one from sodium. All right. And then we are actually complete because Na has gotten rid of all of its valence electrons, and then fluorine has a whole outer shell that is filled. So when I write my ionic bond formula, my chemical formula, I'm just looking at the number of Na atoms I used and the number of fluorine atoms I used. So here we only used 1 sodium atom and 1 fluorine. So this chemical formula is written as NaF. All right, if we take a look at magnesium and oxygen. So magnesium's element is Mg, and then oxygen is O. So we're first going to start with those valence electrons. Magnesium, I'm going to pull up my periodic table, and I see it's in the second column. So it has 2 valence electrons. Now oxygen. Oxygen is in the 6th column, so it has 6 valence electrons. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, you always want to just start by doing 1 valence electron on each side of the element, and then you start making those pairs. Okay. All right, so just like a puzzle piece, Mg has 2, O has 6. Well, we want to fit in, we want to make these puzzle pieces whole, or just get rid of all those puzzle pieces in general. So if I'm looking at oxygen that has 6, I know that it needs 2 more valence electrons to make a whole outer shell. That's that octet rule. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal from magnesium, and it's going to give to oxygen. In this case, it actually works out because I can take 1 from magnesium, give it to oxygen, which gives it 7. But then I can also take another 1 from magnesium, because magnesium has 2 valence electrons, and give it to oxygen as well. So now oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A whole outer shell filled with electrons. And magnesium is not unbalanced because it has either given away all of its electrons or gained them. But in this case, they got rid of them. All right, so then to write our chemical formula, we just look at the number of magnesium elements we use and the number of oxygen elements we use. So in this case, we used 1 magnesium and 1 oxygen. So MgO would be our chemical formula. All right, so follow this video, pause it, do your work, and then come back to this video if you want. But please use this video to help you. If you have any questions, please email me. I will be on Zoom during our class period today, so you can always find me there as well.